I'm Heidi.
And I'm Byron.
And we are Sailing Schmitten. Hello, everybody. Byron and I, are very excited to share this video with you because we went to Big Sand Cay in the Turks and Caicos, and something very unique happened there, and that is we found a message in a bottle on the beach.
We'd been sailing in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and we were ready to find the right weather window to make a crossing to Puerto Rico. We chose to stage for the crossing in a remote, uninhabited island south of Grand Turk. After a fairly rough 2-hour sail from Grand Turk, the approach to Big Sand Cay was a welcome sight, a paradise waiting to be explored. But first we had to clear out a stowaway flying fish in our anchor locker. We smelled something awful, but we didn't realize it was us. The island of Big Sand Cay is designated as a sanctuary for turtles, seabirds, and the rock iguana. Visitors are allowed, given that they follow the guidance provided by the Department of Environment and Maritime Affairs. Big Sand Cay had big sand everywhere. Look at how our anchor is dug in. We loved seeing this. The area was full of mossy balls floating in the current. There was a smooth, ripple-textured seafloor, and then a rough and dirty bottom that needs a good scrubbing. Upon exploring the island, we were surprised by the amount of trash and shipwrecks that had washed up. Debris is brought in by the current and during storms. This is the central part of the island, which is lower in elevation. I wouldn't be surprised if these lower parts are mostly underwater during storms. There were lots of footprints all over, but none were very defined, so they could be old. Maybe some were from iguanas or turtles. At the top of this bluff, which is called Beacon Hill, there are remains of a U.S. Navy satellite station. As we walked this hill, we dodged pear cactus and collected grass burrs all over our shoes. It was just like walking off-road in Texas. Here and there, we were startled by rustling and movement in the grass. We hoped it was just the iguanas. We did love hearing the constant bird chatter. Unfortunately, we witnessed a seagull that had stolen a baby bird from one of the nests and was picking it apart on the beach. These views were just unmatched, even though there was so much trash here. The footage can't do justice to the raw, untouched beauty, the isolation, and the feeling of awe at the forces of nature at play. I got a very creepy feeling that someone was currently living in this shelter. There were rusted out empty food cans, but there were also empty cans that were not rusted that looked like recent trash. I was constantly looking around the island and over my shoulder to see if someone was watching us. I started to imagine that maybe they were hiding in the U.S. Navy structure on the hill. We researched weather for a Friday, June 20th departure. We hoped to make it all the way to Puerto Rico, but if necessary, we would stop in the Dominican Republic. To get ready for our crossing, we prepared food, scraped the rudder, charged all of our devices, made water, and checked the engine oil. We had gotten everything done for the passage, so we went ashore to relax on the beach. We went to the large southwest sandbar, away from the bird nesting area. It was a very challenging dinghy landing spot. I couldn't imagine that many people come ashore here. The beach had the type of sand that you really sink into. With each step, we were sinking about a foot, which was a great calf workout. Within a few minutes of walking, I spotted a bottle with a message rolled up inside. I knew exactly what I was looking at, and yet I was in disbelief that I could be so lucky. To give some perspective on the site of discovery, the bottle was on the ledge of sand that was higher than the highest high tide mark. Other items that we saw at the same level on the beach were like small brown medicine bottles, which seemed to be designed for injection, so it was medical waste, a few plastic soda bottles, a number of sea sponges, and some driftwood. On the other side of the ledge of sand, there was a salt pond, so it seemed like the seawater might come up from either the east or the west, reaching the high water mark and collecting there.
We just found this message in a bottle. Get ready to open it. It looks like it was professionally done. And it seems like a wine bottle. Hello. I get to read it? Okay. Wow, it's even sealed.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Okay. I'm gonna put these seals on it. Your knife's not very sharp. Has a glue smell to it. Do you smell that?
I think that's a sealer of the
It's been out in the
cork.
sun. Hope I'm not ripping it.
Hope this wasn't bottled during COVID times and we just got sick.
Oh. Oh. Oh, wouldn't you know, it's in Spanish. Oh, we're going to have to translate.
What's the date on it?
9th of December, 2023. Tenerife. Oh my gosh.
Canarias. Okay.
The Canary Islands?
Hello, my name is Andres.
This is where we butchered his last name attempting to pronounce it, but we are not going to share that to protect his privacy.
Estoy de vacations in El Medano.
He's on vacation in El Medano.
At the island of Tenerife. Oh my gosh.
Tenerife in
Something-
Isla Canarias. Hemos decidos, whatever that means. I don't know any of the rest of it, but they're from Brazil or Venezuela. I don't know. We're
going to have to translate this. Oh, he left his Gmail, his email address.
Okay, cool.
We will answer you.
So our Spanish pronunciation is pathetic, but we did translate the letter.
So we translated the letter, and here's what the message in the bottle said.
Sent from Tenerife, Canary Islands, December 9th, 2023. Hello, my name is Andre. I'm on vacation in El Medano on the island of Tenerife in the Canary Islands. I'm with my friend Lucia, and we decided to launch the bottle into the sea from this point on the island on La Tejita Beach, hoping it reaches Brazil or Venezuela. Pushed by the trade winds, it could take up to 5 months. The current was a bit irregular, and we don't rule out that it could end up in Northern Europe. If you receive this bottle, I'd appreciate it if you'd send me an email to find out how far it reached. My email address is, block that out, greetings from Spain and good winds, Andre and Lucia.
So we were so excited, and we sent Andre an email and let him know that we found the bottle, and we told him a little bit about us and included some photos of us and the location on Big Sand Cay where we found the bottle, and a few other little details maybe. And so then we waited, and maybe 3 days later, he emailed us back and said that he and Lucia had been waiting for this day for a long time. He said that he was a little bit reluctant to believe it because Lucia had played a prank on him a few times, and that she had pretended to be someone in Brazil that had found the bottle, and she had pranked him, and so he was not sure if this was real. But once he confirmed that it was real, he emailed us back. Okay, so let's talk about how long it took for us to get that bottle. 1 year and 7 months. And we don't know if it took that long to travel here, and did the bottle get stuck in a current or something out there? And, was it at sea for 1 year and 7 months? Or did it wash up on the shore and it was sitting on the beach for a long time? We just don't know. And that just makes it all the more fun, is the mystery of it all. And then the other thing is, it also could have been sidetracked by, the bottle could have been sidetracked by storms or something. Yeah, I mean, just how long did it lay on the beach before we found it?
Very few people come to this beach anyway, and it's the beach is somewhat full of trash, and so it may just look like trash to most people there, but Heidi's eagle eyes spotted it.
These maps show the general layout of Big Sand Cay and where we found the bottle, the physical distance traveled, and the release location, but not the specific route that it took. The route is another unknown. We can only surmise the route based on general knowledge of seasonal ocean currents and wind patterns. So really what is beautiful about this discovery is that there's still a lot of mystery and things to wonder about, and how Byron and I were magically connected to Andre and Lucia. And just the extreme fortune to find a message in a bottle. Hasn't everyone as a child dreamed of finding a treasure chest, a deserted island, or at least a message in a bottle? It's estimated that less than 3% of all bottles thrown are discovered. So yes, we believe this is an unusual event, maybe once in a lifetime. Andre and Lucia sent us these photos and gave us permission to include them. They both live and work in northwest Spain, and they enjoy windsurfing, sailing, and barbecues with friends. Andre also teaches windsurfing and builds his own boards. They took a trip to Tenerife for windsurfing, and that is where Andre came up with the idea of sending a message in a bottle. Lucia was always intrigued by the idea of finding a message in a bottle on their favorite beach, Esmel, where they live. They have told us that they threw the bottle into the sea from the La Tejita beach early in the morning. They felt the need to be discreet, as they were carrying a wine bottle early in the morning, and of course, it is not popular to be seen throwing what appears to be trash into the ocean. They chose exactly that beach because it was the one on the island with the best wind and current conditions to push the bottle away.
So something that was really fun is once we started telling our friends and family about this message in a bottle, everybody wanted to know. As soon as we sent the email to Andre, um, everybody was asking us, "Did we hear back from the bottle people yet?" And it was just so fun because everybody we knew was so curious about the situation. And then once we started talking to Andre and Lucia, their friends and family were also very intrigued about it. And so we've just had a lot of fun with this.
Hold on. In case this video is making you sick, it's because the camera is on the center line of the boat and we are on the outside, and it's a
Ooh.
rolly anchorage.
That's why.
Now that we have our weather window, we are leaving this mysterious, isolated island where we experienced some very unique happenings. And isn't it curious that Big Sand Cay is located in the Bermuda Triangle? Join us in our next episode to watch our crossing to Puerto Rico, unless we have to stop in the Dominican Republic.